What's going on is Anton from AntonDaniels.com. I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with me. I am here in Miami. We're doing the Patreon meetup. Not on this rooftop in particular. This is just where I'm staying temporarily before we head over to the rooftop. Let me show you this view out here. It is absolutely, positively incredible. I didn't know that they had this much greenery overlooking the water. It's a little island out there. It's absolutely beautiful. It's gorgeous. And then on the other side, you got the city, and it's just beautiful. It's beautiful out here. When I go and pick Rita up and Leslie up from the airport, we're gonna be sitting poolside. Right behind me, we're gonna be chilling, having a good time. It's a lot of different events. It's a lot of shopping. It's a lot of things going on. So that's gonna be absolutely awesome. But before I get into that, I do want to address this Andrew Tate thing, since I've had an opportunity to sit with my thoughts. We did the Lapeef Let's Talk show last night. That went absolutely awesome. And I'm chilling. I'm kind of on vacation. I can have a good time. I can just hang out with my family and friends. We making lifestyle changes. I got new sponsors. We hanging out in the gym. Everything is absolutely awesome. And things are great. I mean, life is spectacular. Let me just say this before we get into it, and then I want to do a little bit of housekeeping. I will say that life at 40 is way better than life was at 22 and things like that. So I'm excited about life. I'm excited about this upcoming year, 2022. Right across is Miami Beach, and things are awesome, right? But I want to look into this Andrew Tate thing a little bit deeper than what I had a conversation about last night when it came out that he was being arrested, him and Tristan Tate. I'm straight. Like, I'm 100% straight off the idea that I don't need to become so famous that I become infamous. Not saying that I ever would, because, you know, that's not really a thing for me. I'm more about money. I'm more about resources. I'm more about adding value in communities and building people up. But I don't necessarily have to become the top G. Now, the intrinsic nature of a man is to conquer. The intrinsic nature of people is to become the best version of yourself, right? And the best version of yourself often comes along with the idea that you have to win at all costs, right? A lot of guys really don't understand what they're asking for when they get into that type of conversation, right? I was talking to Mr. Let Go last night on a panel on Lapeef Let's Talk, and he said, I'm willing to die for what it is that I believe in. Well, me too. But I'm not really sure that a lot of people take into consideration the costs that come along with that, right? With that, for a lot of us, we have family, we have friends, we got kids. It's people that work for us. When things happen to me, right, that means that there's a lot of people that won't eat. There's a daughter that no longer has a father, all of that other type of stuff. And I've often contemplated the idea of going woke or having certain conversations online, and to what extent do you want to share those conversations considering what the potential consequences are? I don't believe that Andrew Tate did anything egregious. I know it's some of y'all that's automatically going to lean into, well, the media said it or they accused it. Yo, they had a camera crew literally sitting outside of where he was arrested. They came in like they was raiding a drug kingpin or something. This dude is literally on the internet, traveling internationally, got a whole lot of money, and then he's having conversations based off of what masculinity is and how men need to move, and he's, you know, talking to men, telling them that they need to do things a little bit differently in order to really, really be able to thrive. The dude has more money than most people will ever have in 4 generations. He's super masculine. He talks to guys about being masculine. Obviously, he has no problem getting women. And they arresting him for trafficking? Come on, man. Him and his brother. And he's on YouTube, and so he would be doing this. Stop it, bro. I don't automatically believe in what the media says. I don't automatically believe what they're talking about on social media. I lean more to the idea that I think that there's an assault on masculinity, there's an assault on men, and I think we see it happening across the board. And when they're out to get you, they out to get you. Just like I don't believe that he said anything that would warrant him being banned from social media. There's people that hit me up and said, Anton, you need to be careful about even talking about this dude in the first place. There's people that I want to have on my platform that people say, Anton, I'm not really so sure that that's what you want to do, because it's going to create more of a target for the platform and all of this other type of stuff. The question that we have to ask ourselves as men is not whether or not we want to stand up for other men, because I think that goes without saying. And any dude that's aligning with me, I'm assuming that you're a real dude, or at least you're working towards becoming a real dude, and you want to stand up for what's right. The question that we have to ask ourselves as individuals is, at what cost will it take for us to be able to say the things that we want to say and talk about the things that we want to talk about? Because these aren't our platforms, but more importantly, when it extends beyond the platform and it starts to come into people being arrested and accused of some of the most egregious things simply because they move in a certain type of way or they talking on a platform a certain type of way, that becomes a problem. So, those are my authentic thoughts. I don't really think that people understand what comes along with being famous. Maybe you get to the point to where you become infamous. I know there's people that speculate and say, yo, I don't really think that Kevin Samuels died of natural causes. I don't know. I don't know what to think. I don't have any evidence or proof otherwise. Have people made some arguments that make the most sense sometimes and say, yo, he was getting to a certain point where he was bothering establishment. He wasn't owned by anybody. There was nobody that could take any money from him and say, yo, this, that, or so on and so forth. Women had this objective to try to cancel him and all of this other type of stuff. I don't know. But at the same time, I'm not going to automatically put it past the possibility of being true simply because I know that there's an assault on masculinity. Anyways, those are my thoughts here in the morning. I am about to chill. I already went to the gym and got it out the way. One of the things that I've learned is that for me in particular, I don't necessarily like doing certain things all the time. I'd rather just be working or chilling or doing whatever it is that I do on vacation. But if I do it the first thing in the morning and I get it out the way early, I'll always be able to accomplish it. So I just go ahead and knock that junk out, get it out the way early and get it popping. For those of you that are a part of the Bag Chasers, I'm going to see you tomorrow night at the Patreon meetup. And then if you are not a bag chaser, if you're not a part of the Patreon, the link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. Make sure you tap in. Make sure you link up. I love you. I appreciate you. Hopefully you had a phenomenal 2022. I told you it was going to go by faster than you thought it was. But 2023 obviously is already here. So we need to ramp up. We need to be doing the thing that's in our own best interest. We need to be grinding. We need to be getting it. And hopefully I've added as much value to you as you've added to me and being my friends. And we all going in the same direction. I love you. I appreciate you. I am going to see you later. Peace.